At this point, I think it's safe to say you all have a fairly decent idea of what Jack is like in the kitchen and behind the camera. However, that's only one part of his persona, because Mr. Scalfani is composed of two sides, the cooking show Jack and the Jack on the Go Jack. Jack on the Go is Jack's primary second channel, where he would post food reviews of new fast food items or certain restaurants that he went to, more vlog-style videos. But that means that the Jack on the Go side of his persona is more akin to what he's like in real life. Sure, there have been times on the main channel where his real personality has bled through the facade, but if we really want to get a look into how Jack acts around his family, how he acts around people in public, we need to take a look at Jack on the Go. And I figure what better place on this secondary channel to start than looking at his Orlando, Florida trip series, where he went on a vacation with his family to go to Disney World and a bunch of other special locations in Orlando for a week or two. Here, you will see some insider glimpses of how Jack likes to act in public, how Jack likes to treat his family and other people, how Jack critiques other food that isn't his. Of course, the Orlando trip series is like 6 parts, so we're probably only going to go through half of it because even just the first part is pretty loaded. This is the Jack on the Go show. Before we begin, as always, make sure to like and subscribe. We passed the 900 threshold and are very, very, very close to hitting that 1,000. I'm only going to say it once more. We are not a cult. We are just an organization that is trying to halt the end of the world. So if you could subscribe and help subside the forces that are trying to destroy us all, I would greatly appreciate it. It's good to know that Jack was able to get the Squid Sisters to write a theme song for the Jack on the Go show. And I must commend him for commissioning Kellogg's to create the logo.
So we're at Epcot Center today. We're going to show you everything that we think is interesting. How much interesting stuff do you think you're going to see today?
I don't know.
Jack, how hard is it to read? You are clearly going in the path that says exit. I don't know if he was just distracted because he was filming, or if he just doesn't care. There's no or if or but about it. He just doesn't care. He's gonna go where he wants.
Hey, we're gonna photobomb people today?
I don't know.
Huh?
I don't know.
Smile behind the picture. There you go. There we go. Photobomb in video form. All right, cool.
I believe it was my first or second video in which I referred to Jack as a food cryptid because of his strange presence on the internet. And I'd like to think that he's trying to translate that idea into real life. Imagine knowing who Jack is and going to some theme park and you're having a fun time with your family, your significant other. You're taking photos and you're sharing them with everybody when you get back. Oh, look at that. Oh, that was great. I remember when we went on that ride. Yeah. What is that Jack Scalfani?
We got discounts on ours because we ordered them online and we shopped around. But for a one-day pass for just a regular person to walk right in, we're doing it's looking at $103. $103 to get in just for one day.
And thus we see the cycle begin of Jack complaining about the price of every little thing. Disneyland is going to be expensive. You knew this going in. But just because he knows doesn't mean it's going to stop him from complaining about it.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the most expensive place on earth, Epcot Center, where you pay hundreds of dollars just to get in. $20 for a hamburger and 6-hour lines just to go to the bathroom.
You know, nobody forced you to come, Jack. I would assume that you're there of your own volition. So it's really up to you how much money you do or do not want to spend on everything. Nobody's forcing you to buy a $20 burger, as you claim. But, he's gotta critique the food. He's gotta make sure it's worth the price.
So we're doing single rider line.
Single rider, give that to the person that puts in. Thank you.
Okay, he said give this to the person and put them in the car. This card is used to help provide you with the most accurate wait time. Please hand the card to a cast member at the end of your line. Oh, cool. Okay, so he just gave me the card, and then when I give it to the cast member, they're going to be able to tell how long I've been in line. That's interesting.
I'm very glad that you displayed some level of reading comprehension skills, Jack, considering just a few moments ago you were unable to tell that the entrance you were taking was actually an exit. I'm glad to see that you have some basic reading comprehension, my friend.
Single rider line is only 30 minutes. So me and my family, we just ride single, like we're all together in line, but one at a time will be fed into cars and we'll meet on the exit. It's not like you're doing much talking with your family anyway on the outside, okay?
It's not like you do much talking with your family anyway. I mean, who would want to talk to those losers? They're just my family.
They're getting everybody in the cars right now. You have a little screen in front of you. And you get to watch your car, I guess, drive, the one you customize. Now, I will tell you this, if you go on the single rider line, you don't get to customize the car as much as if you go in the 1 hour line.
The ride wasn't fast at all. Some car maneuvers and it went fast for a short time. Boring. Thank you, Jack, for commenting on the child ride at Disneyland that totally is supposed to simulate a real car. I mean, don't all your cars on the street look like that?
There was like full customization. You can put a blower on your car.
You can put a what on your car?
Okay, so we're gonna go in this room. They're gonna tell us what we need to do. Then we're gonna go over where that guy is, and we're going to design our own ride. Yeah, what's up, dude? All right.
Okay, that's great and all, Jack. I hope you had fun on the rides, but let's get to what we're all here for. Jack's takes on the food at Epcot Center.
Here's a menu right here. Okay, so if you look, this is where the price is. Oh, yeah, we are at Disneyland. Pollo Casabel, $12.50. It's just grilled chicken and rice.
Honestly, for theme park prices, those aren't terrible. Considering the menu says tacos, empanadas, I'd assume that you're getting more than one serving or more than one, taco or empanada in the entree. Most of the authentic Mexican restaurants that I've been to have relatively similar price points for most of the stuff. This was 8 years ago, so I guess back then the price could seem a little high.
Look at him just scoping the place out. Walking. Took a dump right there. There it is.
And that bird taking a dump is probably going to be a lot funnier than anything Jack will ever do in any of these vlogs.
Disney.
Okay, so Disney charged me $10.25 for this. Let me take a picture.
That amount of food for $10 to be, at least semi-authentic Mexican food, I'd be okay with it. Enough about the price. What does Jack think of the taste?
We're gonna, you know what we're gonna do?
Huh.
We're gonna go to Germany and get big fat bratwursts, dude. You know what bratwursts are? Big old sausages.
Yeah. You don't know Italian sausages.
We're gonna get some orange chicken in Japan or China. Is it China or Japan? It's China.
The amount of stuff that you're hit with in just the span of 20 seconds there. Yes, Jack, I would assume your 15-year-old child, the child of a self-proclaimed chef, would know what a bratwurst is. And it very, very, very much speaks to Jack's cultural sensitivities that he does not know whether orange chicken is Chinese food or Japanese food. Technically, orange chicken isn't really traditional Chinese food at all. It's one of those things where it originated in America and yada yada yada, but I digress.
All right, here we go. See that? Isn't that beautiful? All right, here we go. It smells really good. This is okay.
Is it dry?
Bland. No, it's not dry. It's really moist, but has no flavor. It really was kind of...
You think they just didn't season it?
Yeah, it doesn't have the... It's missing some things.
In fact, he can tell you what it's missing. It's missing the best gourmet seasoning you'll ever taste and the best barbecue sauce you'll ever taste.
Yeah, the sauce isn't that great. It's almost like it's generic, but I'm sure they're making them from scratch. They gotta be.
What do you mean the sauce is generic? Do you mean it's like generic store brand, or you just mean it's like sauce?
Nachos are amazing.
I'm sorry, what?
Nachos are amazing.
Nachos are amazing?
I don't know as much about her personality, her behavior towards her family outside of being on camera as we do with Jack. Tammy is too attractive of a woman to be with him. And I would know, I am punching up in my relationship. But Tammy looks like 15, 20 years younger than Jack most of the time.
Okay, so I'm gonna take you in the store now. Yep, everything's frozen here, look. Frozen, frozen, frozen. Did you guys know that Frozen is the biggest grossing brand in the history of the world? The history of the world over anything else. That's huge.
That's just straight up factually not true, Jack. As of now, the top grossing media franchise in the world is still Pokemon, very closely followed by the Disney Mickey Mouse brand, which encompasses all of the Mickey Mouse stuff, Goofy, Donald Duck, all of that, which, considering how many branching off points there are for both media brands, makes a lot of sense.
That my
Dude,
daughter
first
will
of
not
all,
have a granddad.
the first child you're having is a girl. I already told you.
And
God told me that.
not sure.
And the second thing is, I'm buying her that as a birthday gift the day she's born.
She will not have a granddad.
And I will, well, that's okay, but she'll
And if
have a
mom
great
pushes
movie.
it, she won't have any
And
grandparents.
every year for Christmas, I'm mailing her another copy of Frozen.
You can just tell how much Jack Jr. loves his father's antics. This is a child that has to put up with this bullshit every day of his life. Parents can do the whole embarrassing your child thing. That's part of being a parent. But when your father is Jack Scalfani, I just feel bad for him. Honestly, he would probably use that whole no grandfather because of Frozen joke thing to actually justify cutting Jack out of his child's life.
I'm in the Chinese building and it's really trippy. Look at this. It's like a kaleidoscope. My phone can't even handle all the colors.
Jack strikes me as one of those parents, one of those people to say, when they see colorful architecture like this, or a TV show or movie that they're not accustomed to, he'd say, what sort of drugs were they taking when they came up with this? He just doesn't understand expression. He doesn't understand anything that's not created by him. He can't comprehend the fact that other people are capable of making works of art and good food unless it's him making it. Because he's so cocksure of himself being, the greatest chef. Anytime he tastes any food that's better than what he could possibly make and his family is around, he gets so defensive and just has to critique the hell out of it. Anyway, enough of Jack's pointless, aimless wandering around again. Back to the food.
Okay, so I'm just gonna get orange chicken. It's $10 for orange chicken.
Yeah.
$10. I'm gonna get it anyway. We're gonna see if it's any good. What?
It's gonna taste the same as
We'll
every
compare it
other
to Panda Express.
Yes, the quality of comparison points for authentic Chinese orange chicken is Panda Express. Thank you, Jack.
Okay, wait till you guys hear this. I asked if I get the fried rice instead of the white steamed rice, and they said that it would cost $4.25 more to change it to fried rice.
Well, yeah, because you're changing it to fried rice. Fried rice has so much more effort and stuff put into it than just steamed white rice.
Can you believe that?
Yeah, I can believe it, Jack.
So let's get a shot of this real quick. Good old Samsung phone blurring up.
I'm looking at you, phone. I'm looking at you.
Each one of these cost me $1. There's $1 right there.
Place your bets now, folks. What is he going to say? Either the chicken is too dry, the sauce is too bland, the breading is too soggy, or perhaps all of the above. Let's find out.
All right, here we go. It's really generic.
I'm going to place that answer under the "it's too bland" category. So if you picked B, congratulations, you win jack shit.
I find it hard to believe these are country recipes. They got to be ordering it from like somewhere. I don't know.
Wait a minute, Jack. You're telling me that the orange chicken is not authentic Chinese? The next stop after Jack forces Jack Jr. to get his face painted, much to his chagrin, is the German area of Epcot, where I'm most looking forward to seeing the food here. Let's see if it sizes up to what Jack expects it to be.
I want a bratwurst. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Are you having one, guys? Oh, come on. Look at more German girls. All right, so this is their menu here. Bratwurst, $7.49. Frankfurter, $7.29. Currywurst. Huh. Nah, I'm not gonna. Noodle gratin.
I will say, for $7 8 years ago, bratwurst could be a little bit overpriced, but honestly, as a fiend for a good bratwurst with sauerkraut, I would probably pay it still.
Waiting. Cool. Here it comes. Bam, there it is. Mustard is where?
I should have eaten before I recorded.
You want to take a bite first, or you want me to?
Ladies first.
Okay, go ahead. Okay, go ahead, my little troll, but look at me when you do it. Oh, just go ahead. Do what you gotta do. I'll move the camera around. Whoa. Dude, you just flung my sauerkraut. Ready? Here we go. Don't. You put your thumb in it. Oh, there's a troll eating on bratwurst. Oh my God, could you fit any more in there?
If I was Jack's kid, I would never eat in front of my father. I feel so bad for Jack Jr. Yeah, Jack Jr. has kind of turned out to be a little bit of a piece of shit like his dad, but that's kind of, nature versus nurture. What distracted me the most was the fact that I believe I saw part of Jack Jr.'s face paint get smeared on the bun before he shoved it in his mouth. I sincerely hope that paint was non-toxic. Or if it wasn't non-toxic, he didn't actually swallow any of it and it got left on the part that Jack ate.
All right, now it's my turn. All right, here we go.
Oh, look at
The
the dog.
regular Fanta.
Here we go. Ready?
Swimming in the pond
Wait,
earlier.
pay attention.
You ready?
Oh my God.
Still ready.
Bread's real dry. Here we go.
Freaking mess.
Jack is going to lose all that mustard before it even makes it in his mouth.
Here we go.
Freaking mess.
You married that mess.
He does have a point there, Tammy.
Are you filming me?
Yes, I've been filming. Yeah.
Dude, you like that? That was okay.
Dude, you liked that? That wasn't good? What are you, stupid? You're not my kid.
I'll be right back.
Did you like this?
It was okay.
No, it's not okay.
Because you have a mouthful of mustard.
It's on a bread, but that's okay. But the bratwurst needs more spices in it.
Then get the currywurst, Jack.
Or maybe 100% less mustard.
Are you?
I don't even need to provide any commentary here. Jack Jr. is doing it for me.
Can you back up so I can review this? Good.
Good.
All right, it's okay.
Once again, here we get a lovely glimpse into how Jack likes to direct and talk to his child. If he gets this perturbed over a bratwurst review at Disney World, just imagine what he's like at home, in private. I don't talk about it much on the Cooking with Jack videos, but Jack he's a real piece of shit at home. I don't want to bring the mood down and get super serious or anything, but he is manipulative. He is toxic. He is allegedly abusive, physically and mentally. And it's easy to overlook that sometimes when we're just watching the cooking videos and his authentic personality does not bleed through as much on camera. But watching these vlog style videos, these Jack in real life videos, you can unfortunately start to feel the cracks breaking open wider, that facade slipping away as he progressively loses that on-camera persona that he has when he first starts filming over the course of this 6-part series. As he spends more time with his family, be it on camera or not, he begins to act like he normally would around them. And it's just very off-putting. But enough about the whole serious stuff. Let's see what he thinks of the French cuisine at Epcot to wrap this up.
Once again, the third country we've been to, right? Fourth country? Fourth country, the food's been just adequate. The orange chicken, the tacos, no. I'm really bummed. All right, so here's what we're trying. Trying that, this massive chocolate chip cookie, chocolate chip. Did I say chocolate chip? Yeah, I sure did. This is a beignet. And then we have a creme brulee. So Tammy's trying that. Jack Jr.'s trying that, and I'm trying that.
Because when I think of French cuisine and pastries, I think of chocolate chip cookies. Don't get me wrong, I love chocolate chip cookies as much as the next person, but that's not the first thing I would get when I'm trying to taste what I perceive to be authentic French cuisine.
Okay, buddy, it's all you. You ever had creme brulee before? You ever had creme brulee before?
Yeah.
Oh, you have?
Story time. I've made creme brulee twice in my life. Both times were when I was in 4th or 5th grade. It was for an English project. I think it was like to make a dish in a book that we had read, because everybody brought different dishes. Nobody did the same one. I don't remember what book it was, but I wanted to make creme brulee. And the first time I made it, the test round, it turned out okay. It tasted very eggy, which is one of the ingredients that it goes into it, but I don't believe it's supposed to taste like an omelet with vanilla in it. The second time, it turned out a little better. I was actually able to get the caramelization, the crust on top that time, but the eggs had scrambled a little bit, just a little bit. So it ended up being more, think of French toast without the bread. Eggy, buttery flavor, but scrambled eggs and vanilla custard with just way too much brown sugar trying to be caramelized on top. All things considered, for a 4th grader doing it mainly by myself, I think it turned out okay. Obviously, nobody in my school that I went to in the middle of the woods, in the middle of nowhere, knew what a creme brulee tasted like. Most of the other people brought like chocolate chip cookies or banana bread and stuff like that. So nobody was expecting like a specific taste for it. So maybe I pulled the wool over their eyes. Maybe at that specific point in time, I was my school's Jack Scalfani.
Tammy's doing the big old chocolate chip cookie. Good or just okay? All right.
Yeah, it's a chocolate chip cookie. I don't know what you expected, Jack. Although Jack, if he tries it, is going to be like, oh, that's so disgusting. The chocolate is so bland and I can taste the flour. It's so gritty. Ugh.
Now, I'm used to the beignets at Down and Disney where they drop them fresh in the jazz kitchen. Like a New Orleans style. Okay, here we go. It doesn't taste fresh, like you just dropped it. One of the things with beignets, you gotta have them freshly dropped.
Are beignets technically French? I've always associated them with New Orleans, Louisiana. Yeah, that's the very French-heavy area of the country. But I don't know if beignets are a French pastry that, you know, were brought over here, or if it's kind of a orange chicken situation. Let me know in the comments if you know the specifics, because I always like to learn about this stuff.
But anyway, so there you go. It's not bad, lots of filling, but just not really for me.
And with that, the Epcot portion of their Orlando trip is wrapped up, and so that is where we are going to stop for today. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you like this video. Leave in the comments down below any other potential Jack on the Go videos that I should take a look at, or any other channels, videos, TV shows, whatever you think are funny or interesting that you want me to take a look at. Also, be sure to check out the companion video for this, which should be releasing around the same time. It should be up in the card here, and I'll have a link to it in the description down below. As always, thanks y'all for supporting and sticking around, and I hope to see y'all next time. See ya.